Hi everyone, Reese's Trains, I hope you're all doing well. And today I thought I'd do a video talking about autism, my experiences, and how it affects me. Now, I have never done a video like this before, and I know a majority of my videos on my channel have been about trains, because that's my biggest interest. I thought I'd come and sit down with you guys and talk about autism and what it means to me, how it affects me, and my experiences. Okay, so following one of my previous live streams then, I got into a conversation with some of my viewers about autism. We were talking about autism, and for those of you who don't know, I have autism. I was diagnosed with autism when I was very young, when I was a toddler, like so long ago now. And that, in a way, as I got older, I said to myself, maybe I am different to everybody else, because I'll start a bit of the story and I will talk about it as we go through. So, when I went to school, when I was very, very young, I realised that I found it hard to properly socialise with my peers and, and understand how the people think and feel. And this has continued all the way from primary school, all the way through my years from high school, going to college, and going through to university. And I personally think, with these things, I'm trying to word it as best I can. This is another struggle I have, trying to word things, quickly and efficiently, while making a video. So do forgive me if I'm going a bit slow there. But I just wanted to talk about some of my areas when it comes to autism, how I've tried to navigate through it, and some of my experiences, and how it basically affects me too. So, let's see how we're going to begin this then. So, over the years, I didn't know that I had some of these, like, you could say neurodivergencies, if you like, until, as time went on and I started to realised who I was. Then I opened up to, see what and I found out later on when I was younger that I was diagnosed with autistic spectrum disorder. So typically, a little bit about my autism then. I do tend to find it a little bit difficult to communicate, interact with people on, in general. Sometimes, when I see conversations from people, I tend to sometimes, when I try and get into it, I can't seem to easily find the window to talk, get involved or talk to people, which is something I've always found very hard personally. And I've also found it really hard, trying to see, how other people think, what other people think, from their perspective. It does create a bit of worry sometimes if I ask them something and I get a negative response, and it creates hurt feelings. And I do have anxiety as well, which I believe kind of links into my autism a bit as well. So I do get quite a bit of anxiety when it comes to life events and other big things happening, even especially when it comes to socializing, which is a weakness of mine, which I always try my best, to be the best version of me, of Reece. The Reese's Trains, you all know, getting out there, talking to people, being friendly, approachable, chatty, all those kinds of things you'd expect from a person. So let me talk about some of my experiences then. So as I went through school many years ago, I realised, I had people say to me when I tried to talk to people said, "Oh, you're annoying, you're annoying, you're annoying, you're loud and you're annoying." I've had multiple people say this. True, my voice levels can fluctuate from time to time, but people say that, that I am annoying sometimes. And maybe in the sense that maybe I sometimes, I don't know if it's the fact that I talk a lot, or I don't want to make things awkward or anything like that. And I feel that kind of links into my autism as well, when I sometimes try and, get involved with people. However, unfortunately, it has all not been great. I've had friends through the years, tried to make connections with people, and unfortunately, some of them not quite understood, when I could have explained it, or tried to explain it, or try to get people to listen. And it's sad, when I'm out there, I'm being my best me, I'm trying to socialise with others, and they see a weakness in myself, for instance, and then people just tend to not bother with me, or just tend to like keep me out of the conversations. I do tend to find it hard to like find these windows, if you like, to try and get through to different people and conversations, trying to make friends and etc. Of course, don't get me wrong, I am developing, we're all developing, we're only human, we're not all perfect. But what I've noticed over the years is I've realised these things. I've become more self-aware and developed more self-love for myself, which is very important. And I've realised that I am who I am. I am, the Reece I am today. And I'm just, going out there, enjoying my life, trying to socialise with others. But of course, don't get me wrong, it does hurt, when people don't quite understand, or, understand autism, or don't quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Respect, because this is some of the things I do tend to struggle with in my own life as well. But yeah, it's just one of those things. But despite all that, I feel I've personally come back from it. I have developed. I've become much more independent. I mean, flipping heck, you've all seen it through Reece's Trains. Me travelling around, my areas around Leeds, and going further around the UK as well, living my best life, being as happy as I've probably ever been in my whole life so far, going around the country on the trains, and it's been something that has become so dear to me, going across the whole UK, riding trains, and and having a base online with people with similar interests in some of the Discord servers I'm in, and some of the connections I have on my other social medias as well. So, I'm grateful for that. And my message is, regarding autism, always be you. Never let others, judge you for who you are, or tell you who you should be, because you are who you are. I mean, we're all human. We're not perfect. So, just be you. Just be the best version of you. I say, I have my weaknesses. I've been through my fair share of the years, especially through school and college. I've had people coming out of my life, and I've tried to understand, social boundaries as well, which is another thing I do tend to find hard, but I'm trying to get through it. I'm trying to stay strong and develop as a young man who is probably to step back a little bit from my autism that I have, but I feel this is a good video to raise awareness of autism, and and how it impacts a young man like me who's gone through quite a bit of the last few years. But what I will say is, I am really grateful and thankful to my family who have fetched me up. They've been absolutely amazing. That some of the friends I've developed who have been understanding, and all people have been supportive as well. And to my subscribers as well, if you've been supporting my journey throughout the last year that I've been on here now, filming trains, I just want to say thank you with a heavy heart. I just wanted to say a big thank you. You've all been, incredible part of my journey. And I'm really excited to see where Reece's Trains goes, and with my interests as well, developing myself, with my interest in trains, exploring new places, exploring who I really am as well as a person, and being, being the best version of me. So, yeah, that's what I've got to say about autism. Do you have autism? Do you have any stories regarding autism? Please feel free to share in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I think I'm going to call the video there. So thanks for watching. I hope you've gained an understanding from my perspective. And if you've got any thoughts or anything, feel free to throw them in the comments. Thank you. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.